So here is the latest. New York City residents are accustomed to warnings about all kinds of potential threats, but a new public service announcement on surviving a nuclear attack has rattled some cages. Here we go. Ready? This is real. Okay.
So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how or why, just know that the big one has hit, okay? So what do? There are 3 important steps that I want you to remember.
Go like this and get under your desk. Remember, that's what they used to tell kids back in the 50s. If you see a nuclear bomb, cover your eyes and go under your desk. This is the equivalent of that. Watch.
Step 1, get inside.
Get inside.
Fast. You, your friends, your family, get inside. And no, staying in the car is not an option. You need to get into a building and move away from the windows.
Thank God I was in a building during that nuclear holocaust. And not in my car.
Step 2, stay inside.
Stay inside.
Shut all doors and windows. Have a basement? Head there. If you don't have one, get as far into the middle of the building as possible. If you were outside after the blast, get clean immediately. Remove and bag all outer clothing to keep radioactive dust or ash away from.
Oh, you keep the radioactive dust away from your skin, and then you're fine. This is good to know. These are the ways you could stay safe during a nuclear attack. This is amazing. You want to get that dust off of you so then you can still go to summer camp. What are they?
Body. Step 3, stay tuned. Follow media for more information. Don't forget to sign up for Notify NYC for official alerts and updates.
About nuclear wars.
And don't go outside until officials say it's safe.
For a nuclear war.
All right? You've got this.
All right. You've got this. You're going to survive. You know how to survive a nuclear attack. You've got this. And what do you do?
I was worried before.
Now I know that you go inside and then you stay inside and then you stay inside longer. Those are the 3 things you got to do. Go inside.
They should come up with a they should come up with a mnemonic for that. SSS. Stay. S for staying is just GSS.
Yeah.
Get inside, stay inside, and stay inside. That's how you remember it. GSS.
Go inside, get inside, stay inside. Boy. Let's see what some people were saying about it. Don't ask me how or why. Just know that the big one is hit. The New York City government releases video on what to do in case of a new. Do they know something? It's making me suspicious.
Well, we're not allowed to ask them how or why, so.
Margaret Kimberly from the Black Agenda Report says the city of the New... Right? Isn't she from the Black Agenda Report? The city of New York came up with a pretty useless public service announcement on how to protect ourselves from a nuclear attack. Follow the media? In a nuclear attack. Follow the media. Jesus. There won't be electricity or media. That, again, will all be vaporized. So it pains me to say that there were no nuclear public service announcements when Trump was president. Think about that. New York City has published this public service announcement yesterday on what to do in the event of a nuclear attack. It starts by saying, don't ask how or why, but the fact is that the American population is being dragged into a war with Russia and China, which risks escalating into nuclear war. Yes, that is exactly, isn't it? I hate to be that guy, but if there's a nuclear war and you're in New York City, these tips aren't going to help you that much.
Trey the Explainer.
What are the top 10 benefits of a nuclear attack? Top 10, number 10. Finally, no line at Starbucks. Am I right? Number 9, gentrification doesn't seem so bad now, does it? These are the top 10 positive outcomes from a nuclear attack. Number 8, everybody gets to jump the turnstiles. Come on.
I'm not sure about that. The cops are still going to have to enforce something.
Number 7, New York has a lot of cockroaches. Number 6, 2 words, outer boroughs. Number 5, reevaluate the wisdom of pushing Russiagate. Nah, that'll never happen. These are the good outcomes of a nuclear attack. Number 5. Okay, there's a new number 5. The fireball warms drafty pre-war apartments. You ever think about that? Number 4. Radiation speeds up gel tips. I didn't know that. That's good. I hate waiting around after a pedicure. Did you know that? Number 3. Hoboken rules. Number 2. No more Olbermann. And the number 1 benefit of nuclear war is, hey, if anything, it'll get us all health care. I don't think it will.
No.
I don't think it will.
That's kind of anticlimactic.
That was really anticlimactic. Sorry, I let you down on that one. There you go.
There was a high profile, or they spent a lot of money on that. It was the production values were good, and it does seem like it's a complete waste of time. And you feel like that money could have been better spent, paying for police overtime or rousting homeless people or something else that New York City needs to get done.
Could you imagine the stories? So how'd you survive the nuclear attack? I got the dust off me right away, and I stayed in the middle of my building. Yeah, I closed the windows. A lot of people didn't close their windows, and they died. But you can survive. I've got this. You've got this, she says. You've got this. You've got this? You mean staying inside and shitting your pants during a nuclear attack? That's what you've got? Because that's all you told them to do. Get the dust off you immediately. Okay, I'll go into my non-running water shower. You think you're going to have water pressure in New York City during a nuclear attack? I want to watch this again.
So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how or why.
Don't ask
Just
me
know
how.
that the big one has hit.
Oh,
okay?
don't ask questions.
So what do? There are 3 important steps that I want you to remember. Step 1,
Wear black.
Get inside fast. You, your friends, your family, get inside.
Get inside.
No, staying
Inside
in the
what?
car is not an option. You need to get into a building and move away from the windows.
Oh.
Step 2, stay inside. Shut all doors and windows.
Get a nice
Have a
throw
basement?
rug.
Head there. If you don't have one, get as far into the middle of the building as possible. If you were outside after the blast, get clean immediately.
The blast.
Remove and bag all
The
outer
blast.
clothing to keep radioactive
Remove and
dust
bag
or
it.
ash away from your body. Step 3, stay tuned. Follow media for more information. Don't forget to sign up for Notify NYC for official alerts and updates. And don't go...
Okay. Really? In the middle of this hell, we're going to remove our clothing and shower with soap and shampoo? That's what's going to happen. Honey, where's the shampoo?
What kind of soap goes well with a nuclear attack?
Dove.
I like that they filmed it in this very typical New York City apartment that most New York City residents have, which is this giant living room.
Yes.
All that wide open space. I mean, it's going to take her a while just to get to the middle of that room.
She's not staying away from the windows.
Okay. Wow. Don't ask how or why, because we're doing it to ourselves. Okay. All right.
And they really said officials will send wireless emergency alerts.
Yes.
As if our internet, anything is going to be working.
As if anything will be working after a nuclear bomb explodes. You got this. I want to hear her say that.
outside until officials say it's safe. All right? You've got this.
You've got this. You've got this. Surviving a nuclear attack. All right? You've got this. Like she's teaching
I was
you,
worried before, but
like she's teaching you
Yeah.
CPR or something. Like something that actually works. You've got this. All right, that's it.
or more like it's teaching you something like making a simple 3-point turn.
Yes.
You know, like this is surviving a nuclear holocaust in 3 simple steps. I mean,
Go inside, stay inside, and then stay inside more. Hey, we're going to Sacramento, back here in Los Angeles, Bakersfield, Indianapolis, Louisville, Cincinnati, Tulsa, Oklahoma City. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all the tickets for all our shows.